Self-proclaimed free speech absolutist Elon Musk is now under fire because the widow of a Russian opposition figure and political prisoner, Alexei Navalny, who recently died, his widow was suspended on Twitter very soon after starting her Twitter account, actually. So just days following the apparent murder of her husband, Yulia Navalny's account was suspended. It has been started just on Monday. It posted a video accusing the Kremlin of keeping Navalny's body in order to hide traces of poisonous substances that may have been used to engineer his death. But as you can see there, I guess you can't see that video for a while. Now, hours later, after outcry, it was restored. And Twitter says, and heads up to my producers, don't write X in my document. I ain't calling it that. So anyway, I'm the world's pettiest bitch. But anyway, before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait, click join now on YouTube. They say her account was mistakenly flagged because of the mechanisms built into the platform that have to do with manipulation and spam and bots and all that. And I know what you're thinking. Why would we buy that? Why would we accept the word of Elon Musk when he's a massive liar? Well, I somewhat buy it, only because I know how utterly overrun with bots Twitter is these days. Did you guys see this recent report that the majority of traffic from X through ads during the Super Bowl was fake? It was bots. It wasn't real. It was 76% of all the traffic. And by the way, there are bots on other platforms, and analysis of these bots show that other platforms do have some of the traffic from ads or bots. It's like 1%. 2%, nothing like this. And remember, every change that he has made to Twitter, he has said he's done it to help fight against bots. And yet bots are worse on the platform than they've ever been. So is he incompetent or is he lying? And when it comes to Yulia Navalny being suspended, is it incompetence? Or did he find her rhetoric to be inconvenient? I honestly don't know. He's such a bad guy in so many ways. I'm not sure which one is most likely, but Ravana, what do you think?
Well, I would say if it was, anybody else, I might be more sympathetic to the idea that like it was an honest mistake, particularly because of the rampant bots. And shout out to Matt Binder for that reporting on that. But we know that Elon Musk has, a history of one supporting Russia in material ways during this conflict, but also the idea that he's some free speech champion is ridiculous, particularly given the reports that he silenced journalists at the behest of the Modi government. He silenced journalists here in the United States because they reported on his private jet and his harassment of a kid running a page that just covered where his private jet was flying to. I mean, it's such a ridiculous thing, but anybody who still uses Twitter can say the bot problem is genuinely the worst it's ever been. Bots promoting OnlyFans pages are under every single one of my tweets, most people's tweets. My inbox has never been more full of, fake advertising accounts. And his argument was that he was going to introduce Twitter Blue or ramp it up really to or X Premium, whatever they're calling it now, but to deal with the bot problem. But the bots just started paying for blue checks 100%. On their account to be pushed to the front of comment sections, to be boosted in your messages. So it hasn't worked. But, much like Donald Trump, Elon Musk fanboys, it doesn't matter what evidence there is against him. They don't care. They don't want to hear it. I mean, he replied to this article on Twitter and just told the person who posted it to shut up. No actual evidence that he's tackled in any meaningful way the bot problem. And, just his fanboys were eating it up and laughing, doing the crying, laughing face emoji because they don't care.
Because that's his love language. I'm sure that if you're a corporation thinking about spending millions of dollars on Twitter, him saying shut up to evidence that they're falsifying the results, I think that reassures you. I think that you're ready to drop 6, 7, 8 figures on that. Utterly ridiculous. By the way, we haven't even talked about this story yet. Maybe we will later this week. It has been revealed that he has like a sock puppet account that he has been posting under and literally having conversations with on Twitter for some time. So it's not enough that there are genuine losers that worship this guy and try to reply to everything he says. And it's not enough that he spends all day on his own Twitter account. He's spending more time than that on this sock puppet account. And by the way, are we supposed to pretend that this is the only one that he has? There is every reason to believe that he spends 24 hours a day just on meth, tweeting from like 8 different accounts.
Yeah, and Mr.
Anyway,
Free
utterly
Speech
pathetic.
immediately banned the account that uncovered that was his alt account. So.
That part I didn't even know. We might have to do a report on it tomorrow. But anyway, thankfully the account is back up. Hopefully the widow and the widow's family will be able to get Alexei Navalny's body so they can do some sort of analysis of it, try to get some sort of information or closure about exactly what was done to take this man's life. But anyway, for right now, she is able to tweet. So I guess that's the good news.